Let's explore every single flat earth conspiracy. Explain in 6 minutes.
After arguing for centuries about whether the chicken or the egg came first, people have now moved on to the next ridiculous debate. Is the Earth flat or round? Now, if you had access to a globe or telescope or, I don't
Just to be fair, I think the earth is a sphere. I don't want to hear it now. I'm just saying it. You heard it first. Globe. Like sphere. But the flat earth is a dope conspiracy. It's one of my favorite ones. I think it's hilarious. It's fun to hear about every once in a while. But today I wanted to take like a deep dive. So here we are.
know, a decent high school education, you might laugh this off. But flat Earth theories have somehow become popular online, mostly among people who think research means watching 3-hour YouTube videos posted by someone who dropped out of school. So today we
Yes, sir. That's me, man.
are going to look into every flat Earth claim and see if any of them stand up to even basic science. Let's go! Their biggest claim is that the Earth looks flat when they walk around, so it must be flat. Basically, their
That's solid. Ain't no way we're wrong on that, right, fam? Like, you go outside, I ain't see no damn curve.
scientific method is they looked outside and didn't see curvature. Case closed. This
That's what I just said. Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm trying to play devil's advocate. I'm keeping an open mind.
is the go-to argument. It just feels flat. What they forget about is the fact that the Earth is enormous, nearly 40,000 kilometers around. So of course you don't see curvature
That's it?
with your eyeballs standing at ground level. Using geometry, the curvature of the Earth drops about 8 inches per mile squared. That means over 10 miles the drop is about 66 feet. You're not going to see that standing on a beach. They expect human eyes to detect curvature over vast distances. But let me give you a test. Go on a beach with a telescope, watch a ship disappear behind the horizon, then climb a tall building and watch it reappear. You just witnessed curvature.
Okay,
If you
buddy.
want more, look
First of all, I'm not that rich, so I can't be doing all that.
at lunar eclipses. The Earth casts a round shadow on the moon. That has been observed for thousands of years.
Oh, yeah. Freaking eclipses. Flat earthers, explain the eclipse. Like, what's your cop out? What's your excuse for that? Like, how does that work? How does that work? How does a lunar eclipse work for a lunar eclipse? Both eclipses, solar and lunar. How does that work? Ain't no way they ever explain that, right?
The beach experiment brings us to their next theory,
Damn,
which
right.
is water finds its level. So, oceans prove the Earth is flat. This is repeated like a gospel chant in flat Earth circles that water always finds its level. They think it means water only rests flat, therefore the oceans must be lying on a flat plane. But the truth is, water finds level in relation to gravity. On a sphere, that level is curved because gravity pulls everything toward the center
I've been there. I've been there.
of mass. Down, not sideways. Satellite altimeter proves this. Tides, sea level measurements, and Earth's geoid shape are all measured and predicted with pinpoint accuracy. If water couldn't curve, how exactly do they explain tides? They also claim that if the Earth was spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, we would all be thrown off. Let me ask you this, if you are in a car going 60 miles per hour and toss a tennis ball straight up, would it fly into the back window or come right back down? Exactly. Earth's rotation is constant. Because we in the atmosphere rotate at the same speed, we don't feel it. It's called inertia. You don't get flung into space unless Earth suddenly slams on the brakes. Plus, Earth's gravity is over 6 times stronger than any centrifugal force generated by rotation. So, no, you are not flying off anytime soon. Some flat earthers also point to the UN emblem and say it is secretly revealing the flat Earth truth. They believe it is a projection of the real Earth, the so-called azimuthal equidistant projection, and the UN knows.
The azimuthal equidistant map is a projection of the spherical Earth. It distorts distance, shape, direction, and area. On the other hand, the so-called flat Earth map is claimed to be distortion-free and does not reflect reality. So here's our globe, right? The first one. The azimuthal equidistant map. What a mouthful. What a name. Like, scientists, quit it, bruh. You ain't impressing nobody. Dumb down the names. Damn, ain't no one got a PhD up in this bitch. Fuck. Flat Earth map. What is that down there? That's supposed to be Australia? Like, what? That's not Australia. What is that one by the X and the check? What is that continent? To illustrate the distort. I'm not reading all that, bro.
But that's a
Wait,
map
hold on. They have a website?
equidistant
Oh, that was a website. They do
projection.
have flat Earth ws/ae distortion. No way they have a website. No way they have a website. Yo, parody. Oh, is this fake? Parody. Antarctica. What? Non-stop long-haul flight route in the southern hemisphere. There are many non-stop long. What am I reading? I feel like we're going off script here, boys. We getting back.
And the UN knows. But that's a map projection, one of many ways to flatten a spherical surface.
This is insane. Look at that one, the Goody Homolosine. The fuck name is that? We got the Mercator, the Galpeters, the Goody Homolosine, the Waterman Butterfly, Albers, and Robinson. Well, look at you, Robinson. That's the one I'm used to, is Robinson. That's the OG.
It is designed for navigation, not to represent reality. It distorts distances and land sizes, especially in the southern hemisphere. That's why Australia looks enormous on that map. If you want proof it's not accurate, try flying from South Africa to Australia via South America. On the AE map, that route makes no sense, but it works perfectly on a globe. When you tell them, they will come up with another claim that airplanes fly level, not in curves, so Earth must be flat. They think planes would need to constantly dip their noses to follow Earth's curve, or else they would fly off into space. Because that's how physics works in cartoons.
I like that one.
But the truth
I like
is,
that
planes
excuse.
are designed
I like that argument. The planes have to tip down the whole time. That's a good one. Ain't no way.
to maintain altitude relative to the Earth's surface, thanks to gravity and autopilot systems. They don't dip their noses because they are in constant freefall toward the Earth while moving forward. It's called orbital mechanics. Also, pilots use curved flight paths called great circles, which are the shortest distances between 2 points on a sphere. And yes, their flight logs match globe-based distances perfectly. One of the most ridiculous theories of flat earthers is that Antarctica is an ice wall that surrounds the disk that is Earth.
That's the next video, Ice Wall. We're going to deep dive into that next one. Full on 3-hour long video. I don't care.
Well, thousands of scientists have literally walked across Antarctica. You can go there, book a cruise. There are bases from multiple nations, and no, they are not guarding the edge of the world. Satellite imagery, GPS,
See
and
about
flight
that.
routes confirm Antarctica is a continent near the South Pole, not a border wall for your fantasy.
There's portals in there. There are portals. That's the issue that they're missing. There are portals. At least that's what I've been told.
Map. So why believe in flat Earth at all?
I mean, I don't.
Honestly, it is less about science and more about psychology. Many flat earthers distrust institutions, resent authority, or just want to feel like they know something others don't. But at the end of the day,
Fucking
every
losers,
theory
dude.
they propose falls apart with basic physics, geometry, or a trip to the library. They don't have a working model. They don't agree on what's underneath the flat part. Gravity doesn't exist in their world, and their explanations rely on just asking questions while ignoring all the answers. The Earth is not flat. It has been photographed, measured, orbited, and mapped by scientists, satellites, and regular people. Believing otherwise is like insisting spoons don't exist because you have never held one. Now you tell me, what do you believe? Is the Earth round, or do you know something the top scientists of the world don't? Tell me in the comments below. And if you want...
Same with you, chat. Let me know in the comments below if you think Earth is flat or not. We'll see you in the next one. Ice walls.